what is the opportunity cost for students? Like, for example, many Hindu Indian parents in the United States would want to know, how is this going to help my children maybe get a better career? Again, trying to separate the career from the character debate that you just had. Can you, again, just take a minute or so to expound on that further?
Yeah, I think it's an important thing, and this is a false binary that we've internalized very deeply. And it's actually a travesty because this civilization asked and answered the most profound learning question. All of this comes down to learning, right? And how you pick up. And in Upanishads itself, we get this question: what is that by learning which everything else can be learned? Right? It is, you look at Manzul Bhargavaji, and we had an opportunity to listen to him fairly closely because he's part of the NCF and we are involved in NCRT textbooks and all of that. And he talks about how his exposure to Carnatic music helped him see the patterns and how seeing that pattern actually helped him solve the mathematical puzzle. Now, if you were to go by a university structure today, and Pankaj alluded briefly, but there's a whole university structure which has fragmented knowledge into science, arts. You probably understand it being there. And we've inherited that in India as well, right? We first break knowledge into different silos and then talk about interdisciplinary, transdisciplinary, and multidisciplinary, which is why we began this program intent by saying it is the multidisciplined Hindu mind that we want to create. It's a knowledge systems approach, it is a learning approach. And that once you are a learner, the most strategic advantage that you can have in the age of complexity when so much of rapid change is introduced is basically your ability to learn faster than the rate of change in the environment. So this is has to be looked at as a metacognition, meta skill kind of course where you're not just getting the knowledge fundamental, but you also combine that with the purpose, which means that you get both knowledge and meaning to endure in this. So I think it's important. It's terribly important, and we work in Indian knowledge systems and take this to higher education and school education. The whole case for Indian knowledge systems is that it creates the fundamental intelligences all of us have as humans: your attention, your will, your memory, and your focus. This is what the Hindu knowledge systems really emphasize on and build. Once these faculties are built, you can apply that to trade, you can apply that to banking, you can apply that to computer science. That is just the same self which is being applied in a focused area. So we have to reframe what learning means, and we have to look at metacognition as a core, and we have to look at Indian knowledge systems as the conduit for metacognition.